चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं करणसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वगीसाक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। 85 अंतःकरण साहित्य राहित्याभ्यां विशिष्यते। उपाधिर्जीवभावस्य ब्रह्मतायाश्च नान्यथा। Mahavakya gives only Paroksha Jnana and not Aparoksha Jnana. That was the contention, for which it was shown that by Vichara, the knowledge gained through Mahavakya is Aparoksha only. To this again the doubt is raised. Jiva is the one who is endowed with Upadhi and therefore Sopadhika, and therefore for him Aparokshata is possible. Aparoksha means something distinct from all the external things. But Brahma is Nirupadhika, free from all the Upadhi. How can Brahma be Aparoksha? Brahma cannot be Aparoksha. That was the contention, for which it is being proved now. Brahma, from the standpoint of Brahma Jnana, the knowledge of Brahma that you get, that Brahma is Sopadhika only. Brahma is Nirupadhika. Brahma is free from all Upadhi because Nirguna. But when you speak of knowledge of Brahma, that Brahma of whose knowledge, Aparoksha Jnana you get, that Brahma is Sopadhika. Now, Panchadashi has got a knack of suddenly becoming difficult. That's what happens. Last time I know, many are up and down. All Upadhi, Sopadhi, Nirupadhi, all up and down. That is because, keep in mind, Panchadashi is a Nyaya Grantha. It analyzes many things in terms of the Yukti and all that, and answers many Purvapakshas, many doubts. From that standpoint, at times, no, it is tough. It is possible that it can become, and when it becomes tough, we don't know. Suddenly it turns out, otherwise it's very interesting, you say, suddenly the fellow becomes very tough person. You can't blame him because there are people who have got such doubts and he has to answer them. That's why it is called as the Nyaya Grantha. Means the one who treats the subject matter based on reasoning also and clarifies all the doubts. Here is one topic now, because that means, see, Brahma is Nirupadika and you are talking of Brahma Sopadi when you speak of gaining the knowledge. How is it possible? Therefore, what is Upadi, etc. we will see from that standpoint. Otherwise, this can be seen as, this topic can be taken as, that 83 to 89 we have seen, Brahmanaha Sopadikata Vichara. We say analysis to show that Brahma is Sopadika is only from the standpoint of Brahma Jnana. Don't say Brahma is Sopadika. What does it mean? After all Atma Vichara, Brahma Vichara, what is the final outcome? Brahma is Sopadika. If you speak to someone, who taught you, they will ask. First ask, who taught you? Who taught you that Brahma is Sopadika? Therefore, context has to be taken into account. Brahma is Nirguna, Nirupadika. But when you speak of Brahma Jnana, that Brahma is a conditioned Brahma Sopadika. How is it? Look, how do we get that knowledge? See, I am Aham Brahma, I am Brahma Swarupa. Are you not making use of your own embodiment? And when that Aham that is referred to, is it not the Ahankara I that refer to? From that Ahankara I, that what you discard, Anatma aspect you discard. Anatma aspect, Shodhita Aham, I in its true nature, freed from all that is superimposed Adhyastha. Accepted? And in that Twampada Shodhana or Ahampada directly cognized in its true nature, free from all Adhyastha. How is it possible? Mind, Antakarana, assuming the Swarupa of Atma, which itself is, first we don't know it is Brahma, Swarupa of Atma. That Atma Anubhava is that wherein the Antakarana, mind has assumed the Chaitanya Swarupa, Atma Swarupa in its true nature, free from all that is falsely attributed. Accepted? Then Shruti comes and tells you, Aham Brahma, this Aham or Tvam is what? Brahma. Tattvamasi or Aham Brahmasi, Pramana operate. All this, when it takes place, your Antakarana, now what is? Antakarana is not assuming any Nama Rupa, it has assumed what? Atma Sarupa. But that Antakarana means, now what has gone now with this knowledge? Avarana has gone now. Avarana, Ajnana, which denies you the knowledge of your Sarupa has gone. For which you have made use of what? Antakarana only. Where is that Antakarana abiding? Your gross body is there or not? Your gross body is there. This gross body is the product of what Shakti? Avarana Shakti gives you the ignorance veiling. But this gross body is product of Vikshepa Shakti. That Vikshepa Shakti which is in terms of your gross body, is it present or not? Therefore, though Antakarana, that means that has been denied, means it has been cut to its size to like a reflection of your face in the mirror, where it conforms to your face. So also Antakarana has been made to conform to Atma Sarupa, which is Brahma Sarupa. Still the gross body is there, means when you speak of Brahma Jnana, that Brahma that you appreciate is with respect to your body that is present or not. And that body that is present means Paroksha or Aparoksha. From the standpoint of your body, Brahma is Paroksha or Aparoksha? Aparoksha. A very subtle point is there, but last time I said, let me wind up as early as possible. So because I found the faces to be, all faces to be very grim as the topic was like that only. So now you understand what is meant by Brahma is Sopadika when you talk of Brahma Jnana. Brahma is Nirupadika Nirguna. But when you speak of Brahma Jnana, what is that? Antakarana has been made to conform to Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa. Your Upadhi, your gross body still persists. Gross body still persists means what? Vikshepa Shakti still persists. That means in terms of this, Ajnana is not there. Antakarana is not casting its spell in terms of the Vikshepa, that means all the Nama Rupa, but still body being there. Antakarana Rahitya, Antakarana Sahitya Abhyam, 85th stanza. What? So that is Upadhi is two types of Antakarana Sahitya. Sahitya means presence of Antakarana is as a Upadhi, so also absence of Antakarana. Absence of Antakarana means which Antakarana? The Antakarana, the usual Antakarana which projects the Nama Rupatmaka Jagat is not there in this direct cognition. So that absence also is Upadhi. Why it is Upadhi? That absence is with respect to the gross body. That gross body is the product of Vikshepa Shakti. From that standpoint you are talking of Brahma Jnana. Therefore what happens? That Brahma, that you are talking in terms of Brahma Jnana also is Sopadhika. Totally Nirupadhika when? In Videha Mukti. In Videha Mukti, when the body also goes, Vikshepa Shakti has already gone, means that projection is not there, Prarabdha is not there. What is there only? Nirguna Nirupadhika Brahma. In that Nirguna Nirupadhika Brahma, you can't speak of Brahma Jnana. खुद ब्रह्म ज्ञान ब्रह्म ज्ञान किसका है? The locus individual jiva is no more there. So therefore it's a ticklish topic. How Brahma can be Sopadhika, etc. So from what standpoint that is the discussion is because the contention was Brahma cannot be aparoksha. Why? It is Nirupadhika. Jiva can be aparoksha. Why? He is Sopadhika. No. When you speak of Brahma in terms of Brahma Jnana, at that time body, gross body still being there, aparokshata with respect to the external thing is bound to be there. From that standpoint, now if you understand this, now it is easy. Whatever that is going to come in, easy. So from that standpoint you say that Antakarana, 85 you have seen, Antakarana Sahitya Rahityabhyam, so that is the Vishishyate. That means Antakarana can be present and therefore it is Upadhi. Antakarana can be absent, means identification is not there, still that also can be Upadhi. So Jiva Bhavasya Brahmatayascha Upadhi, this way it is so. Same thing is now explained. Yatha vidhirupadhi syat pratishedastatha nakim suvarna loha bhedena shrankhalatvam na bhidyate. So that Antakarana Sahitya and Rahitya both are Upadhis. Presence of Antakarana Upadhi we can easily understand. Absence, how we have seen now. Absence of Antakarana means gross body still continues to be there. The gross body continues means what? Vikshepa Shakti is projecting. So in terms of knowledge, that also Upadhi. Now it says, that is, even the absence of Antakarana is also Upadhi. He now explains. Anvaya. यथा विधि उपाधि स्यात् तथा प्रतिषेधः न किम् यथा विधि उपाधि स्यात् तथा प्रतिषेधः न किम् सुवर्ण लोह भेदेन शृंखलात्वं न भिद्यते सुवर्ण लोह भेदेन शृंखलात्वं न भिद्यते. Just as vidhi, vidhi here is bhava rupa antakarana sambandha. Again there earlier, antakarana sahitya rahitya means presence of antakarana means association and identification with the antakarana. Rahitya means not that Antakarana is totally gone. Even in the knowledge, Antakarana is there but not functioning as it should. Antakarana is there. But Viyoga, there is no identification with the Antakarana. The usual mischievous pranks of the Antakarana are no more there. That should be clear there. So therefore, Vidhi means Bhava Rupaha Antakarana Sambandha. The relation with the Antakarana in terms of its presence and identification with Antakarana with all the functions of Antakarana. Mind functioning as in its usual branch, that with all mentation, that is Antakarana Sambandha with its identification. So therefore that is called Vidhi. This Vidhi Pratisheda is not in the Karmakanda Vidhi. Do this, don't do this, not that. The presence of this Sambandha with Upadhi Syat, that just as it becomes Upadhi, Tatha in the same manner, Pratishedha Pratishedha Nakim. Pratishedha here means the Abhava Rupa, that is Abhava Rupa means Antakarana Viyoga. No such identification, no such functioning of the Antakarana in terms of usual mentations of, that is whatever that generally the mind does. So that Viyoga and no identification in terms of direct cognition of Brahma Sarupa, Atma Sarupa. The question is, na kim na syat? Is it not Upadhi? Certainly it is Upadhi. In this context, so we should better know what is meant by Upadhi. See, the nature of Upadhi is such that it accomplishes something with or without form. The nature of Upadhi is such that it accomplishes something, whether it is there, Upadhi is actually present or not present. It is said like this. Upadhi Swarupam Tvavat. Till then the nature, that is Swarupa of Upadhi is there. How is it? Sataha asataha va tasyachit anshasya sampadakatva. Upadhi Swarupam Tavat means we can tell that Upadhi is there till then. How? Sataha asataha. Whether it is present in a concrete form or asataha, it is not present in a concrete form, but does one job. What job does it do? Tasyachit anshasya sampadakatva. Some change it accomplishes. Something it accomplishes. Tasyachit anshasya sampadakatvam. That means the nature of Upadhi is such that it accomplishes something with or without form. So here, even if Antakarana is not there, as related was, I am this with identification with Antakarana, or let us say, Antakarana is not there means what is called as Manonasha. Manonasha means, so from Antakarana all the thought patterns have been eliminated. Okay, accepted so. Even if it is so, it says, Vikshepa Shakti of Maya keeps the body continued. Body of the Jnani keeps it continued. So therefore, though not at Antakarana level in terms of Avarana Shakti, Vikshepa Shakti, body continues. And from that standpoint, what this fellow says, I am Brahma Swarupa. I am Brahma Swarupa. If body is not at all there, which I are you talking? So that means Antakarana Rahitya absence may be there in its usual form, but cross body being there, some relation is there. So therefore, me aparoksha in contrast to the mithya projected jagat. That is nakim means even absence also is upadhi. Now we say, what is important is that some change that is effected by upadhi, not whether concretely available or not available. It is explained with the help of an illustration. Suvarna loha bhedena shrankhalatvam na bhidyate. Shrankhala, chain. Suvarna loha bhedena, golden chain and iron chain. Let us see. A prince, the king was so judicious, and the crime was done by who? The prince. Let us say, the prince was imprisoned for 10 years. olden days. What is that? The leg is kept tied with that chain. Who is the prince? Maybe iron chain is not used, golden chain is used. Maybe not in the jail cell he is kept, but where? So like that, no? This. In prison also there are grades. Huh? There are grades. So these politicians, etc., they are the palace only. But they are under the arrest, they say. Right, that there are grades. Maybe he is kept in a house as a house captive, etc., but there maybe few more facilities than the ordinary prisoner is provided, but the put is what? I don't know. One ISKCON Swami, I think, I don't know what has happened to that. Some American, he was by America born, he was a Swami, I think he was, some big case was going on. And that means some criminal case was going against him, which can warrant about life imprisonment for different crimes, etc. So that the first court gave that, high court, that they have got different types of judiciary. Let us say high court has given, Supreme Court the case is going on, but still he is under the arrest, under the house arrest. You know what is that? They have a device, it's not in the jail as such, but it's under arrest. He can't go beyond certain periphery. Just that. And how is arrested? That way he is not chained. He has to wear certain types of slippers. And there are electronic gadgets there. If he goes beyond that particular this thing, police station gets the clue that fellow has gone out. Bondage only. So though if you see him, he may be in a particular place, in his own place, etc., moving, etc., doing it. But suppose maybe certain compound or something, he goes beyond that, he gets the like that. It is only what? It is that imprisonment only. So like that, whether if the fetters are because the chain is because of golden or the iron chain, Shrinkhalatvam na bhidyate. Its status of being a fetter, the one that binds, doesn't differ. It is one and the same. But one is gold and other is iron. This secondary difference may be there, but the binding factor is one and the same. So also, upadhi is there or upadhi is not there. This is secondary, not upadhi. Antakarna is there or antakarna is not there. These are only secondary differences. Secondary, that means distinction, but both serve as what? Upadhi like Shrinkhalatvam. Now, that nishedha, absence of upadhi, absence of antakarna, etc. So that means nishedha, also as the upadhi is made use in making one gain the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Brahma Sarupa is like this. That is fine. Brahma Sarupa is not like this. Also is made use in the Shruti to make us know what is Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa, that he points out. Atadvyavritti rupena Sakshad vidhimukhena cha Vedantanam pravritti syat Dvidhetyacharya bhashitam Atadvyavritti rupena Sakshad vidhimukhena cha and iti Vedantanam vidha syat vidha iti syat didheti. So Vedantanam vidha pravrittihi syat vidha pravrittihi syat iti आचार्य भाषितम्, आचार्य भाषितम्। अतद्व्यावृत्ति रूपेण, अतद्व्यावृत्ति रूपेण, व्हाट इज अतद, व्हाट इज तद? That I know, that we are talking of Vedanta. What is that? Tat sat sat tat tat says sadeva some idam agra asit tat tvam asi shveta. For Krishna, what was that sat only? O Shvetaketu, tat, tat means what? That sat is you. Tat is Brahma. Na tat is that which is not Brahma, means Anatma. Tat is Anatma. So, means other than Brahma, beginning from Ajnana onwards. Anatma starts from ignorance onwards up to the gross word. All this comes under the category of Atad. Atad Vyavritti Rupena. Rupena here is Upayena. Means of Vyavritti, negating, Nishedhanam. Vyavritti, Nishedhanam, negation of, that is, Atad means the Anatma, beginning from ignorance up to the entire Jagat. That is one method of unfolding Atma Brahma. Again, Sakshat Vidhi Mukhena cha. For example, Atad Vyavritti Rupa, Shruti we can take Brihadaranyaka. Neti neti. Na iti, na iti. Whatever you know as this, that is not Brahma. Whatever you know as Drishya, that is not Brahma, because very Drik Swarupa itself is Brahma. This is the Brihadaranyaka we find neti neti. That is what is Atad Vyavritti Rupena, by the method of negation. Other method is Sakshat Vidhi Mukhena. Vidhi means here Vidhanam, Upadesha. Direct Upadesha, direct statement. For example, Taittiriya, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Positively told. So what is Brahma? That is what? Vidhimukhena. Sakshat Vidhimukhena cha iti. In this manner. So what is that? Vedantanam Vidha Pravrittihi Syat. Vedantana means the statements of the Shruti Upanishad which reveal your Swarupa. Vidha, twofold way. Pravrittihi Syat means Vyaparaha Syat. Vyapara means mode of teaching. Pravritti is Vyapara. Vyapara in the sense, the mode of teaching. Vedanta has got two modes of teaching. One by negating what is not Atma Brahma. Other by directly pointing out what is Atma Brahma. Now the one may say, who told all these things to you? Iti Acharya Bhashitam. So it has been told by who? None other than Acharya Shankaracharya. And as he told, the first line is actually the second line of 28th stanza of Vakya Vritti. The first line of 87 is the second line of stanza 28 in the Vakya Vritti. So therefore what is told in the first line is told by who? None other than this Shankaracharya only. See, here also one thing is there. Some people argue that Vakya Vritti is not by Shankaracharya. Vidyaranya Muni, though not contemporary of Shankaracharya, was little, means at least more than a few centuries he was closer to whom? Shankaracharya. Therefore, even at that time it was known that it is by Shankaracharya. And also another factor is there. Vidyaranya Muni was a Jagat Guru Shankaracharya of Sringeri Mutt. They are supposed to have the authentic manuscript, etc. from that standpoint at his time. Now it must, in the course of time, it must have been lost, etc. At the time of Vidyaranya Muni, it was getting closer to Shankaracharya. Iti Acharya Bhashitam. Now, one may say, if you accept that Vedanta teaches or reveals Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa by negation, then this, along with the water, you will throw the baby also. There is a statement that at the bath, you throw the water but not the baby. So this will be, you are saying, look here, this Mahavakya, what is that? Aham Brahmasmi. You know it or not? Now this Aham refers to whom? Ahankara, is it not? Ahankara means, in that Ahankara, Kutastha Atma is there or not? Chidabhasa is there. Without Chidabhasa, Ahankara is not possible. Chidabhasa without Kutastha Atma is not possible. When you give up the Ahankara, कौन भी चले गया? Kutastha Atma also gone. How are you going to gain the knowledge? So such a doubt is possible. You are talking of what? Negation. By Nisheda, you are not going to land in problem. No knowledge will be possible. So that is the doubt for which. So answer is going to be given now. Ahamartha parityaga aham brahmeti dhikutaha naivamanshasya hi tyagaha bhagalakshana-yoditaha. First line is the question or Purva Paksha. Second line is the answer or Siddhanta. First line as it is Anvaya. Ahamartha parityagat aham brahmeti hi kutaha kutaha bhavet. You can add there bhavet. Evam na naivam. Evam na hi भागलक्षणया उदितः अंशस्य त्यागः ईरितः. भागलक्षणया उदितः अंशस्य त्यागः and ईरितः. If the doubt is like this, what is it? Ahamartha parityaga. In aham brahmasmi, if you give up the meaning of aham, which refers to what? Individual I as such. What is the order? Aham brahmeti dhi kutaha bhave. Dhi means here knowledge, not buddhi. How can the knowledge that I am Brahma can take place? Why? Aham you have given up. Aham you have given up. Brahma may be there. How is it related to you? Brahma is there. You are what you are, samsari. Brahma is there, Brahma. How is it there? You are samsari, Brahma. That knowledge cannot be because aham you have given up. If this is the question, evam na. Please don't think so. Don't have this doubt. Why? Because when that aham nishedha negation is done, not totally. What? Only certain aspect. What is that certain aspect is given? Anatma aspect. That's why we take to what lakshana vritti? Agatyaga lakshana vritti. Evam na. It is not so. Why? Because Agalakshana uditaha anshasya tyagaha irita. What is to be given up tyaga is Agalakshana uditaha. Bhagalakshana means Agatyaga lakshana vritti. By this implied meaning, otherwise called as Jahadajahal lakshana vritti. Opposing contrary factor you give up and the common denominator you retain. I am not going in detail now. Bhagatyaga lakshana 100 times you have taken. If you refer to first chapter commentary. Bhagalakshana uditaha tyagaha iritaha means sadness. That is what is meant there. So now he demonstrates that by how by Bhagatyaga knowledge can take place. अंतःकरण संत्यागा अवशिष्टे चिदात्मनि अहं ब्रह्मेति वाक्येन ब्रह्मत्वं साक्षिणीक्षते अंतःकरण संत्यागात् अवशिष्टे साक्षिणी साक्षिणी ईक्षते has become साक्षिणीक्षते. Sakshini ni dhrusva, not dirgha. Because of e it becomes dirgha. Antakarana santyagat avashishte sakshini chidatmani aham brahmeti vakyena brahmatvam ikshate. Aham brahmeti vakyena brahmatvam ikshate. How exactly aham brahmasmi gives the knowledge? Antakarana santyaga. By samyak tyaga, by discarding the antakarana. Avashishte, whatever remains, what is that remains? Sakshini chidatmani. Sakshi hui chaitanya rupa atma remains. Antakarana given up. What do you mean by giving up? Come on, give up antakarana, give up your mind. What do you mean by giving up a mind? Mind should be freed from its usual pranks. All the mentations have to be gone. Means that's why Vedanta emphasizes on what is called as Shuddha Antakarana. Shuddha Antakarana is Shanta Antakarana, Samahita Antakarana. That is what is necessary. So wherein what happens? Atma Sarupa gets reflected as it is, without the superimposed features of the Nama Rupatmaka Vishayatmaka Jagat, including the latent impressions in the mind. That is what Antakarana Santyagat, what remains is Sakshini Chidatmani. Sakshi Chidatma is that. You may say, for any knowledge or experience we need Antakarana or not, mind. Now Antakarana given up, how are you going to get experience? How? For Atma, no problem. You know why? Itself is Anubhava Swarupa. Anubhava Swarupa word has to be understood properly. Anubhava Swarupa means without Pramata, Pramana, one who is experienced, one who is known. For any Jada thing, inert thing, you need Antakarana, you need Pramata, you need Pramana. Whereas Anubhava Swarupa, even if it is not there, Anubhava on its own, even the absence of Pramata. That is why in sleep, Pramata knower is not there. Yet, what continues? Anubhava continues. You don't know at that time, that is true. That is because of different reasons. Ahankara is absent. Ahankara is the one, I know this, who says. Who is not there? Antakarana is absent, but Anubhava is there. That's why you recollect after waking up. If experience were not there in sleep, on waking up, what would have happened? Can you ever remember which you had never experienced? You may remember as someone else's experience, because your experience was what? Somebody else undergoing experience. That is also experience which you remember, but I didn't undergo because you had never experienced that. So that means the case. So experience continues, Anubhava Swarupa Atma is there, but ignorance is there at that time. So that means the case. So this Chidat Sakshini Chidatmani Avashishte. What happens? This is what is called as Atma Anubhava. From Shruti Pramana comes Aham Brahma. This is Aham, true Aham. Shodhita Aham, like Shodhitatvam. That is what Brahma Pramana. Jnana sadhana pramana shruti introduces this you is nothing but Brahma. Tam Brahmeti Vakyena Brahmatvam Ikshate. Ikshate cognized. Brahmatva is cognized. That means by Bhagatyaga Lakshana Vritti, Tam Brahma Sri does operate. Now, further doubt. You are telling Brahma is what? Swaprakasha. What do you mean by Swaprakasha? Anubhava Swarupa. Swaprakasha, all synonyms only. Brahma is Swayam Prakasha or Swaprakasha or Anubhava Swarupa. What do you mean by that? No other knower is required. Swaprakashatva means अन्यस्य ज्ञातुः अभावः और अनपेक्षा. अन्यस्य ज्ञातुः अनपेक्षा. Some of you have got Ramakrishna Tika. All the phrases, Sanskrit phrases I have given need not necessarily be there. They are not there, else it is from elsewhere. So, Swaprakashatva is, that is what? Anyasya jnatuhu anapeksha. No expectation, no dependence on any other jnata. Why? Oneself is jnana swarupa, the very knowledge principle. Now, when pratyagatma is verily swaprakasha, means no other knowledge principle it requires, then how it can be the Vishaya of Buddhi Vritti, Antakarana Vritti itself is knowledge principle. So no Jada object, what we need? See. No Jada object, what do you need? What do you need? No Jada object, what all you need? Now this sound of this microphone came. I hope you have heard. Sure. Sound came, is it not? Huh? You heard. How did you hear? No doubt with your. But the sound is inert or sachetana? Inert. So you heard through your ear. What happened? Through your ear is antakarana. This kata soundakara vritti. But that soundakara vritti being inert was made known by who? Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is not. Like this, for that which is not swaprakasha, this process is involved, which involves the dependence on antakarana vritti and also chidabhasa. Why? The sound that you heard was inert in nature. Or you, if you see the microphone, okay, sound will be an abstract thing. You look this now, this microphone. With your eyes you are seeing the microphone. Rupakar antakarana vritti takes it, which gets illumined known by what? Right? Means your knowledge of the rupa, the form of the microphone, or the knowledge of the sliding of the sound, the sliding sound of the microphone is known through antakarana vritti plus chidabhasa. Any doubt? But when Atma is very knowledge principle, why does it need all this thing? It doesn't need chidabhasa, because chidabhasa is required to make you know inner thing. Also, very knowledge principle, it will not need antakarana vritti. In gaining the knowledge of an object, two stage processes involved. One, antakarana vritti corresponding to the object to be known. Thereafterward, the chidabhasa in the antakarana vritti making you know the jada object. Two steps are there. In In what is that? In the Brahma Jnana, no two steps, but one step is there. What one step is there? That Atmakara, Brahmakara, Antakarana Vritti has to take place. Without that, ignorance doesn't go. Afterward, there is no job for Chidabhasa. Why? Atma, Brahma itself is very knowledge. This is now discussed in detail. Technically, what is called as, most of you are familiar, Vritti Vyapti and Phala Vyapti. So in gaining the knowledge of Brahma, Vritti Vyapti is there, but no Phala Vyapti. Stanza 90 to 95, 96 discusses this. That Brahmanaha Phala Vyaptyatva Bhavaha. In Brahma Jnana, Phala Vyapti Abhava is there. Brahmanaha Phala Vyaptyatva Bhavaha. Phala Vyaptyatvasya Abhavaha becomes Phala Vyaptya Bhava. Or the same thing you can take this way with what was discussed earlier, or stanza 83 to 95, 96, because that's some 95, 96, both I am telling because the transitory topic gets in the transitory position, that's why I have told that way. So 83 to 95, 96 can be taken as Mahavakya Janita Aparoksha Jnana Varnanam. Mahavakya gives Aparoksha Jnana. About in the context of it, that other aspect, that Aparok, Brahma can be Aparoksha, etc., that was discussed earlier. Now, actual how that Jnana takes place, that is now discussed. Swaprakashopi saksheva dhivritya vyapyate nyavat phala vyaptyatvamevasya shastra krudbhir nivaritam. Sakshi swaprakashaha api anyavat dhivritya vyapyate. Dhivritya vyapyate. Shastra krudbhihi asya Palavyapyatvam eva nivaritam. Shastra krudbhi asya palavyapyatvam eva nivaritam. Sakshi Atma Swaprakashaha api. Even though Swaprakasha means doesn't need any other knower to know itself because the very knowledge principle. Yet Anyavat, like knowing other things like Ghatapata or the inert things. What does it expect? Dhivritya vyapyate. It is permeated by Dhivritti Antakarana Vritti. Whereas now, what is this Dhivritti, which is called otherwise as Vritti Vyapti? As you have seen, when you perceive an inert object to the corresponding Jnanendriya, in your mind, Antakarana Vritti corresponding to Vishaya, what is called Vishayakara Antakarana Vritti, takes place. Vishaya form Akara Antakarana Vritti takes place. If you hear a sound Akara Antakarana Vritti takes place. So this, what does this Vritti does? This Vritti, see, before you heard the sound, you are ignorant of the sound. When you heard it, this sound Akara Vritti or form Akara Vritti removes the ignorance of that particular object that is perceived. Ignorant, and there is ignorance. Where is ignorance? Antakarana. It is there in the antakara. That is removed. But still, the object is not known. You know why? It is inert in its nature. So like an object that is there in the darkness, unless you bring the light, you can't see. So inert object by itself cannot be known unless it is illumined, made known by knowledge principle. Now, which knowledge principle can illuminate? You can't say Atma Chaitanya. Why not Atma Chaitanya? Atma Chaitanya is Asanga. Look, if Atma Chaitanya were to make you know an unknown object, do you know what would have happened? Come on, let me know. What will happen? Atma Chaitanya directly without antakarana can make you know. Huh? All will be sarvajna, omniscient. And omniscient in what way? Simultaneously. See, Bhagavan is omniscient. He, only when required he will take that knowledge, otherwise no. Otherwise, just not possible. Since somebody requested Satya Sai Baba, I would like to have a glimpse of your mind. I would like to have a glimpse of your mind. And he obliged it. Just for a few minutes. The fellow said, enough of it. What happened? All clamoring of all petitions, I want this, please do that, please do that. All prayers and all that what? Clamored in his mind. Just repeat, what is that? Can anybody withstand? Crazy, the fellow will become crazy. So, Ishvara can handle that matter, but not the Jiva. So like that, if all that is there in the creation were to be known simultaneously, what will happen? Crazy, going crazy is not the word. So the fellow will be totally finished. So that is how it is. But how Ishvara knows? He knows everything, but he will make use of what is required at that moment only. In spite of that what? He is Shanta Swarupaha, unaffected by that, the different thing. Okay, that is fine. So now, so that being the case, Chaitanya being Asanga, though it is the very knowledge principle, cannot illuminate. Just as light makes you see the object. Do you know how? Not direct light, through reflection. Also, it is the Chidabhasa, the reflection of Chaitanya in Antakarana through a particular vritti, that which is not Asanga, it appears to be Sasanga, that makes you know the object. So that being the case. First what happened? In perceiving an object, first step, first phase is what? That object akara antakarana vritti has taken place through that perception, through the jnanendriya. Fine? It has removed the ignorance. Now that object is to be known. Whom illumines makes you know? In that antakarana vritti, Chidabhasa is there. And that Chidabhasa makes you know the object. Technically, the first process wherein antakarana takes the shape of the object that is perceived is called vritti vyapti. Antakarana vritti corresponding vishayakara, what permeates in your mind, and what does it do? Removes the ignorance, because we have got the exact replica of the object perceived. That being inert cannot be known. The Chidabhasa in that illumines makes you know. That is what is called phala vyapti. What is meant by phala? Phala means very important. Chaitanya Pratibimba in that vritti. Make a note of it. In Ramakrishna Tika it is there. See, Phalavyapti. What is Phalam? Vritti Pratibimbita Chidabhasa. In your Ramakrishna Tika it is there. Phalam is a very important word. If otherwise no Phalavyapti. What is this Phala? Is telling to. Phalam is Vritti Pratibimbita Chidabhasa. Like this, see, suppose a dark room is there and outside sun is there, but the sun cannot illumine the dark room. Let us say the door is open, but a bucket of water is kept outside the sun, and what happens? The reflected sunlight illumines this. Now we can say the reflected sunlight as what? Phalam. So there it is in the bucket of water, phalam. So like this, in that antakarana vritti, the reflected Chaitanya, that is what is, that is phalam. So that's why, so that is now first. Now to take the stanza. Sakshi swaprakashapi, in the case of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, anyavat, like in the inert object ghatapata, dhivritya vyapyate. First what takes place is dhivritti. What is that dhivritti? Vritti vyapti, what is it? Vastu akara antakarana vritti has take place. Here it was microphone akara vritti or shabdakara vritti or ghatakara vritti if it is ghata. In the case of Atma, what akara vritti? What is the form of Atma? Atma has no form. What is Atmakara vritti possible? Atma has no form in terms of what? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. But Atma Swarupa is there or not? An Antakarana can become like Atma Swarupa. How is it possible? That provision is there in Antakarana. The makeup or the constitution of Antakarana is such that it can assume the nature of Atma. I have discussed this many times, okay? And also reference is given. Come on, tell me what reference? Bhagavad Gita, Shankara Bhashya, 18th chapter, stanza 50. Still doubt is there? Refer to commentary on 11th chapter of Panchadashi and also Drigdrisha Viveka, Vedantic ways to Samadhi. I have discussed this in detail there in these two things. And if it is Drigdrisha Viveka, if I remember, no, if it is 11th chapter of Panchadashi, if I remember correctly, it is somewhere in 85th stanza or something. I may be one or two less or 84, 80, somewhere 84, 85 or somewhere 82 or something. Or page 84, I don't know. That also I don't know. So verify. Maybe even page 84 also has something like 84, 85 is there. Something is there. Or you can find it from the index. Index Phalavyapti, etc. is there. No, Phalavyapti, this etc. you can find out. So it is there. So that is there. And specific, you see from like Atma, how it is Sukshma, Swachha, Nirmala. Equally, Antakarana can become Sukshma, Swachha, Nirmala. As the result of it, Antakarana can assume the nature of Atma, just as the mirror can assume the form of any object in front of it. Right? There is some process. A mere glass can't do that, but mirror can do. Likewise, Antakarana is so designed that it has got that capacity to assume the nature of Atma. That is how aparoksha jnana of Atma, Brahma is possible. If this provision were not there in Antakarana, one has to get satisfied and content with paroksha jnana like Svarga, etc. That is where the role of Atma Anubhava comes. Anyway, so that is. Now the doubt is like this. You are emphasizing on the necessity of vritti vyapti, wherein Antakarana has assumed the nature of what? Atma. But Atma is not an object of any vrittis. It is not a Vishaya. And if you say vritti vyapti is required because vritti vyapti is required for Vishaya, is it not a apasiddhanta for you? Are you not talking something which is contrary to the very tenets of Vedanta? Vedanta speaks of Atma as not a Vishaya, and you are expecting vritti vyapti. Vritti vyapti we know is necessary for what? An object, and therefore your Atma will turn out to be object. How are you going to reconcile with this? No. Only because of this, it is not going to be object, and I am not telling something new. Vritti Vyapti is accepted for Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana by all Vedantic masters. But what is not accepted is the second phase, second step, Phala Vyapti is not accepted. Second line says, Shastra Krudbhi. This great master means those who are adept in Vedanta Shastra. Asya, Asya means Atmanaha, Brahmanaha, means or Atmajnana, not Atmana Brahmanaha. So Atmajnanasya, Brahmajnanasya, Phalavyapyatvam eva nivaritam. What is denied is only Phalavyapyatvam means Phalavyapti. Eva shows Vritti Vyapti, they have not refuted. Vritti Vyapti is necessary. What is not necessary is Phala Vyapti. And what is Phala here is Vritti Pratibimbita Chidabhasaha. And its Vyapyatvam means illumining or making it known. Vyapyatvam is that. Illumining or making it known. So that is what Vyapyatvam. Pervading means it makes you know. Illumines that means Swarupa, that way. Why so? Because once ignorance is gone, afterwards, Atma being Swaprakasha, it is known without the help of anything. All that you have to do is get rid of the ignorance. That's why Phala Vyapti is not required. So to show that in the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, Phala Vyapti is not required. For that, how an knowledge of an ordinary thing, inert thing, needs both, etc. told, and thereafterwards how Phala Vyapti is not required will be explained. Buddhi tas tatsthaschidabhasau dvavapi vyapnuto ghatam Tatrajnanam dhyanashet abhasena ghataspure. In fact, what we have seen so far is now he is explaining that Buddhi tatstha chidabhasau dvau api ghatam vyapnutah. Dvau api ghatam vyapnutah tatra dhiya ajnanam nashe. Tatra dhiya ajnanam nashe abhasena ghataha spure. Abhasena ghataha spure. Buddhi tatstha chidabhasa. Two things are told. One is buddhi tatstha means buddhistha chidabhasa. Straight away, don't jump. Buddhi means intellect. It is not intellect here. In this context, buddhi means here that particular vishayakara antakarana vritti. Take ghata, pot, let us say. You are perceiving pot. Then that ghatakara antakarana vritti is buddhi here. So vishayakara antakarana vritti, which gives the knowledge of that particular object, that is what is called buddhi. Tatstha chidabhasa. Chidabhasa, avoiding that. That means what? That vishayakara antakarana vritti. Let us say ghata, let us say. Yes, ghata, because we have to take ghata because the Vishaya is ghata, specified as pot. Ghatam told them. So, antakarana, ghatakara vritti has taken place. In that ghatakara antakarana vritti, what will be there? Chidabhasa will be there or not? Why? The moment antakarana vritti takes place, Chidabhasa gets cast, and you need not do anything at all because Atma is everywhere. Just as if you take a mirror outside the open sun, the moment you take it, what will happen? Reflection of sun will get cast in that particular mirror. So therefore, tatsta chidabhasa, the reflection of Chaitanya available in that ghatakara antakarana. It says, dvau api, both what they do, ghatam vyapnutaha. They ghatam vyapnutaha. Vyapnuta you can take as pervade the ghata, permeate the ghata, or fill the ghata. Means pervade it completely. They operate on them. Now, what job they do? What are these now? One, ghatakara antakarana vritti, technically called as vritti vyapti. Other is the Chidabhasa, reflected Chaitanya available in the ghatakara vritti, technically called as phala vyapti. These two are there. What is their job now? What job each of these two do? Let us see. Tatra, among these two, dhiya ajnanam nashe. Dhiya. What is a dhiya? Buddhi vrittya. Which buddhi vritti? Ghatakara antakarana vritti. By that what happens? Ajnanam nashe. Ignorance goes. Whose ignorance? Not any ignorance. Ghata Vishaya. Ignorance related to pot goes. One job is there. But still, pot is not known. Why? Inert in nature. Then what happens? Abhasena. Which abhasa? Chidabhasa. Which chidabhasa? In that particular ghatakara antakarana vritti, whatever chidabhasa available, by that ghataha spure. So the jada ghata is what? Spuret means cognized. Otherwise, being inert, ghata spuret means vishayi kriyate. Actually, objectification is at the level of phala-vyapti, chidabhasa level, as this is pot, or I know this pot. Vishya, that is objectification has come there. I hope you understood. This is pot. When you say, who says this? Who says this? One who is seeing. The seer is there, pramata is there, and what has happened? The pot has become the prameya. Or I know pot. Me, the knower, and the pot has become known prameya. Is it not? And this knowing is possible because of what? Not simply removal of ignorance. Subsequently, that inert pot is made known by what? Chidabhasa. Fine? So therefore, spuret means ghataha vishayi kriyate. The pot is objectified. Fine? This is as far as knowing any object like ghatapata in the world, which are inert. You are making use of your jnanendriyas, antakarana, and then vritti vyapti, phala vyapti. Now, in the case of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, there is a distinction. What the distinction? You have got ignorance of Atma, Brahma or not? Vritti vyapti is required. Afterwards, Chidabhasa need not illuminate. Why not? Because Atma itself is knowledge principle, it is not inert. But in that vritti, Chidabhasa will be there or not? Antakarana, which has assumed the Atma Swarupa, Chidabhasa will be there or not? Will be there. But it is redundant, it is useless. Why? That Chidabhasa becomes one with very Atma Swarupa. It is what? It has no job, it is what? It becomes superfluous. Look, you have a torch. In the dark place, you one by one objects you see with the torch. Midday you go with the torch and what? Lit whom? Sun. Any necessity? But can you deny that light in the torch which is on? What happens to the light? Light merges with the sunlight. Likewise, here, Chidabhasa is what? Is not distinguished from the very Chit Swarupa Atma Brahma. Though present, it has no job to do. This is now going to be discussed. Brahmanya Jnana Nashaya Vritti Vyaptirapekshita Swayam Spurana Rupatva Nabhasa Upayujyate Brahmani Ajnananashaya Vrittiraptihi Apekshita. And kintu Swayam Spurana Rupatva Abhasaha Na Upayujyate. Abhasaha Na Upayujyate. Brahmani. Brahmani means not in Brahma here. Brahma Vishaye. Brahmani here, look at it. With respect to Brahma. What you say in English? With respect to Brahma. Brahma Vishaye. Ajnana Nashaya. Ajnana is to dispel the ignorance about the Swarupa of Brahma. What is required? Vritti Vyaptihi Apekshita. Means for avarana bhanga. To remove the ignorance. Vritti Vyapti. Vritti Vyapti. That antakarana vritti which corresponds to the Swarupa of Atma. Just as antakarana vritti corresponds to the Swarupa, nature of pot, etc. Like that. Vritti Vyapti Apekshita. But afterwards, in the case of pot, what is required? Phala means Chidabhasa is required because pot is inert. Now here, Atma is what? Sakshi Atma is Swaprakasha. Swaprakasha being Prakashantara Anapekshana. No other knowledge principle required. Itself is a very knowledge principle. So therefore, he says, Kintu Harat Swayam Spurana Rupatva. Itself being the very knowledge principle, Spurana Rupatva. Abhasaha na upayujyati. Abhasa, what is that abhasa? Phala. Chidabhasa means phala. Here is phala. Phala vyapti. Na upayujyati is not necessary or not useful. Is not useful. To make it clear, the example is given. Chakshurdipavapekshete Ghatadir darshane yatha Nadipa darshane kintu Chakshurekam apekshate Yatha Ghatadehe darshane Chakshurdipau apekshete. Chakshurdipau apekshete. Then Deepa darshane add tu and tatha. Add two words. Deepa darshane tu and tatha. Two words to be added adhyara. Na. Kintu ekam chakshuhu eva to be added apekshate. Ekam chakshuhu eva apekshate. So very interesting example. See, yatha, just as ghatadehe darshane. To see pot, microphone, any object, what all do you need? Chakshur deepau apekshete. Two things are needed. Now look at, you are seeing this microphone, what is required? First you should have a healthy pair of eyes capable of having the sight. Then light is required. Suppose in pitch darkness you have got the eyes but you can't see the microphone. So like that, to see pot etc. object, you need the eyes and also the deepa means lamp is light. Now suppose instead of this microphone or pot, you come on see the tube light, lit tube light. What is required? Eyes are required or not? Yes. Do you need other light there? No. Why? Itself is the light. That's all. Likewise, that is what he says. So, but that is what he says. To deepa darshane to see the light, tatha, like in the case of ghatapata, microphone, etc. He says, no, it is not so. Then what? Kintu, whereas chakshuhu ekam chakshuhu eva apekshate. Only what is required is only eyes, because the light itself is what? Self-luminous, you don't need other light. So also, in the case of knowing an object, vritti vyapti, antakarana vritti corresponding the object is necessary to remove the ignorance. Thereafterward, to make known the inert object, to objectify that, what is required is chidabhasa, phala vyapti, phala is required. In the case of Atma, to remove ignorance, antakarana vritti according to, corresponding to Atma required. Afterward, chidabhasa in that is not required. Now one may say, look, there is chidabhasa there, because antakarana vritti means chidabhasa must be there. How do you say it is not required? It is there accepted, but it is superfluous. It has no job to do. Like what you have seen, you take a lamp which limits so many things outside in the sun. Though light of the lamp in the presence of sun also you can't deny, but it is not required to illumine or make see the sun, because it is self-luminous. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Marena Mahimahisa Yogamahidya Shivamastu Nityam Yoga Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kare Vashatu Parjanya Yudhiri Sasyashayini Deshoyam Shogarita Brahmana Sivaya Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhave Asato Ma Sargamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam